In the last episode, Haleemah and ET generalized a method for finding the total amount the group of friends spent on apps. Remember where these values came from. Haleemah knew that she could use the number of apps each individual purchased and multiply it by the unknown cost. 3 times C for Danielle, 2 times C for Swado, and 4 times C for Kian. Adding these all together gave them the total amount spent. In this episode, ET and Haleemah will discover a shorter, faster method.
Use a different method to find out how much the friends will spend altogether. Each app costs the same amounts.
Okay, so first, I want you to notice that I want you to use a different method. And remember when Haleemah wrote that long arithmetic equation and said, this is weird because it's so long. I want you guys to come up with a shorter, faster method this time. Now, I want you to pick how much you want the apps to cost, and you can either use the numbers you've used before, or you can pick new amounts. It doesn't matter. So what would you like to pick?
Does
can
4
say
sound
numbers.
good?
Okay, 4 sounds good.
Okay, see if you can come up with a new method together, a shorter, faster one.
Okay.
Well, we can add up all the apps together that they buy, which would be 3 plus 2 plus 4, and that would give us 9. And we could do 9 times 4, and that would be the total equation.
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And
And
that
just
would
like the
be,
standard equation would be sorry to interrupt you.
it's okay.
The standard equation would be 9a, huh? Or not 9a, that's not a variable. It would be 9c, right?
Yes. And that would give us like our answer. And 9 times 4 is 36, I believe.
Yeah, it's 36. And that does work because with the other equation we had, where the cost was 2, 9 times 2 is 18.
Haleemah and ET just found another way to find the total amount spent by the friends. They knew they could add the number of apps each individual purchased, 3 by Danielle, plus 2 by Swado, plus 4 by Kian, to get 9, and then multiply that by the cost per app, $4. The result was $36. Now, did you see where Haleemah got 9 times C? She made a fast connection. In the last episode, Haleemah and ET represented the cost per app by the variable C. Haleemah recognized that she could write a general expression to represent the total amount spent by the friends, where 9 times 4 generalizes to 9 times C. Next, ET will suggest another method.
Oh, I also think I found another one. I'm going to move up this equation slightly to the side.
Okay.
So what if we did 3 plus 2 plus 4, put them in parentheses, and then put a 2, or no, 4. And that would give us our amounts.
That sounds good. So, see, like the way that looks.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready to tell me about your thinking?
Do you want to explain the first equation? I can explain the second equation, ET.
Yes. So the first equation, I was thinking we should just add them all up, which would give us 9. And then we could do 9 times C, which would give us our total amount.
Oh yeah, and the second equation is all of them added up, but like not really added up. They're just like I don't know. I don't know how to explain. It's like 3 plus 2, 2 plus 4, and then all of that times 4 or times c, which would equal the same thing.
Awesome. And what does C mean here?
The cost per game.
Cost per game. Can someone, Haleemah, could you write that down?
Okay.
And I'm just making a small edit on the side. I'm adding T, which would be the total number.
Now, I think you've got two equations, right? Can you circle them or highlight them for me?
But not just both the equations or the algebra equation.
Algebra, the ones with the C.
Okay.
So I think you kind of have two more methods here. There's one. Now, can you compare those two for me? How are they alike and how are they different?
They're alike because they both like add up all of the like total amount of apps
Ah,
and
okay.
by the cost.
And how many total apps were there?
9.
And what similarities and differences do you see, ET?
I see that one is a longer brought out equation,
Okay.
and one is just a simple multiplication equation.
Haleemah and ET went above and beyond. They've come up with and generalized 2 new methods to find the total amount spent by the friends on apps. Both methods take the number of apps and multiply by the cost per app, which equals the total amount spent. With several methods for finding the total amount spent by friends, Haleemah and ET are ready to explore equivalence.